welcome to the Dream, which is a statue just outside of St Helens, near to where I live. This is a statue that was built about 10 years ago for an art project for Channel 4. This is actually based on an old, the old Sutton colliery, Sutton Manor coal colliery in St Helens. And what they did was, obviously when they closed the collieries, they built this park here. And obviously part of a Channel 4 art project, they built this statue right behind me here. So what I thought I'd do today is I'd come down and film a bit of this statue here, take a few photographs. Unfortunately at the moment, because it's coming up to the 10-year anniversary of this being built, and they're doing some celebrations for it next week, and unfortunately they've got a few fences around the statue to obviously do some maintenance on it, so that's scuppered my plans a little bit for doing some photography on it. Sometimes as photographers we do get things put in our way that we can't move, so you just have to work around those obstacles and those necessities to make a better photograph. So what I'm going to do is, obviously today I'm just going to have a wander around here, take a few photographs, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you in a moment. I've got my camera set up here on my tripod. What I've decided to do, obviously to get around the fences, is instead of putting the wide angle lens on, I've put my 40 to 150 lens, which is on my Olympus EM10 Mark II. So what I'm going to do today is, instead of taking wide angle shots of the statue, I'm basically going to focus in using my zoom lens and maybe just capture some trails in the movement, some movement in the sky. At the moment it's very, very still, which is quite nice for up here. The last time I was up here I got absolutely drenched because it was in the middle of winter. But yeah, it's a nice still day. There is a bit of cloud movement, but not much, so I doubt I'll be able to get a decent long exposure today. But what I've done is, obviously I've focused on the statue with my lens. I'm at 40mm at the moment, but obviously I've got the option to zoom into 150mm. So what I'll do is, obviously I've got it set up. What I've done is I've put my 10 stop on as well, just to see if I can get some movement in the clouds. What I thought I would do next for my next shot is try and use some of this foliage around here and try and frame the statue. So what I'll do is I'll turn the camera off, and then we'll set it up and I'll go from there. Yeah, so what I've decided to do on this shot is I'm going to come down quite low, and what it is, I'm using one of the plants here as a bit of foreground interest. So what I've done is I've put it on a very large aperture, so I'm basically on f5.6, because what I want to do is I want to get the flower in bang in focus, and then the statue behind it out of focus and blurred. Might give it a slightly different shot. The problem with this place is that it's been shot loads, so it's, you know, you have to fight to get different compositions, because the most common composition is the one that uses the leading line up to the path up, so I'm just trying to do something slightly differently. So what I've done is I've got it on f5.6. I'm just going to set it to go. What I'm doing is I'm focusing on the plant, and I'll set the shot to go, and I'll pop it up on the screen now. come further down the path here, just past the dream statue, and at the moment I'm just taking a shot here. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just using this path as a leading line up to this bench up here. So I'll just turn around and show you now. Yes, so I'm just using this path as a leading line up to the bench there and beyond. I'm focusing on the bench, so I'll just go back to my camera. Yeah, so I'm focusing on the bench. What I've done now is obviously I've put my wide angle lens back on the camera, because this is quite a wide shot that I wanted to capture. And what I'm doing here is obviously I'm going to bracket these shots. Bracketing something that is very new to me, so it's just something I'm going to try to see if I can get it right. So basically what I'm doing is I'm bracketing for a stop over and under, because the exposure at the moment is very difficult, because the sky's very dark at the moment and the path's quite bright, so I'm struggling to get the right exposure in camera. So what I'll do is I'll bracket them and combine them later in Lightroom. Obviously this would be a great place for a graduated filter, but at the moment what I'll do is I'm just going to bracket it and see if I can get it to work later in Lightroom. So what I'll do is at the moment I've got it on, obviously on f11, and I'm bracketing for the shot. So I'm just going to check it. Yeah, so I've just got it bracketed. I'm on f11, and I'm obviously one stop under, one stop over for the bracketing. So yeah, I'll take the shot and I'll pop it up on the screen for you. Thank you for joining me on today's vlog. I'm going to call it a day now. I'm going to go home and get a bit of lunch and a coffee. So yeah, so it's been a nice wander around Bolton Forest Park and up to the Dream. This is a place that's very local to me, so it's a place that I come quite often, and it's a nice, it's great to see that they're actually doing something regenerating old places. When I was growing up, this was literally a coal mine, and we used to come past, and there used to be quite big mechanical wheels and things like that. So it's nice to see that that we're actually doing something with our heritage and our our open spaces, and these are nice places to visit. So if you're ever driving down the M62, which is just over there from me, you'll probably see it as you drive past. But if you're ever in the area, come and visit it. It's a really nice walk around, and yeah, so it's a great place to come. So that's the vlog for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for the comments and the likes. If you want to give me a comment below and tell me what you think of this, obviously give me a thumbs up and a like if you want to do so, and I'll see you next time.